Hey geometry students, welcome to fourth quarter distance learning. I wanted to just kind of give you a quick video to explain how things are going to go this quarter as far as I can tell. We still will be covering chapters 10, 11, and 12 like we normally would in fourth quarter. We're going to do it section by section like we always do. But we're going to use our online book as our main resource. There's lots of information there, but we'll do a section and then you're going to do a few practice problems. I see you using Kahoot and quizzes for like your daily assignments, so you can get immediate feedback and it's easy for me to see how you're doing as well. And then you'll take quizzes, like the quizzes for each section. For the 10A quiz or the 10B quiz, you'll do the quizzes on Google Forms. Most of those will be multiple choice or maybe short answer type quizzes. We're really going to streamline geometry and do what's just essential at this point in time because of the unique nature that we have to do this in. And remember that this is a pass-fail class at this point. So remember to make sure you're passing and don't beat yourself up too much because this is going to be a whole different experience. Some of you may like it and others may struggle. So if you're struggling, please reach out and I'll try to help you as best I can. This is new to me too, right? So we're just going to do the best that we can together. But here's the online book. Since we're going to be using that so much, I wanted to just kind of show you what resources are there. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to go to myhrw.com and you should have gotten a resource page from me on Google Classroom. For the first time, you're going to, you're going to enter in the username, which is CWJ9M3, weird, I know, but then Scarlet is your password. And then once you get to this, you can bookmark this page. You shouldn't have to type in that username or password ever, again. Go to the online textbook and select your chapter. We are going to be starting out with chapter 10. We're going to do 10, 11, and 12, but chapter 10, and go to whichever section. So 10.1 obviously is where we'll be starting here in fourth quarter. And then this will just bring you to the different pages. So we can see the terms that you're going to be responsible for and each of the pages. And then of course there are, so you've got the terms here too. There are examples. And so you've got examples here and things like the questions you'll be asked. So classify the figure, which means name it, name the vertices, the edges, and the bases. So it gives you an example of what the vertices are, tells you what the edges are. Edges, of course, these straight line segments, and then the base is the bottom, but how they're all named and labeled. So that's what's important here. So you can read through those examples if that's a good way for you to learn. I will also include in Google Classrooms like the copy of my notes so you can see it written out this way so you know like which examples are important and what we would have been doing in class. But you also have over here the lesson tutorial videos. So if you like someone explaining things to you instead of looking at example 1, 2, and 3 in your book, you can click the videos. And so
Hey, solid geometry, this is great. We're now going to take a look at shapes that actually...
So you have Mr. Berger who will explain things to you much like I would. So if that's the way you like to learn, you can learn that way too. He will cover basically the same information that are in examples 1, 2, and 3 in the book. So you've got those videos and I will kind of assign that to you as what you're going to do for learning. But you'll notice he goes through those same terms, the vertex, the edges, and the bases, as I would explain those in his examples. And there's, look at each of these boxes, these text boxes, as he's explaining, because there's important stuff in each. So he's, there's the vertex, there's the base on the cone. But again, so you're going to be responsible for the examples I assign. So I'll say for this lesson, it'll be examples 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can do that via video or look at them. But if you go to the next page, you'll see examples 3 and 4, where it talks about cross sections as well. Some other nice resources that you can use are the practice quizzes. Note, they will be really short. So it says classify the figure. Okay, well obviously it's not a cone. It is a triangular prism. I believe there's more choices here. I'm sorry, not a triangular prism, a triangular pyramid. So it's either this one, so you can do these. Notice there's only 3 questions, but it's a nice little resource. You can see how you're doing here. But what's assigned will be like a Google form, a Kahoot, or a Quizzes. So make sure you're doing those. But there are other resources in here as well. One of the things I did want to show you, let me see if I can find it now. I'm going to go back to a previous page. I don't see it now. Was some parent, it says parent resources, but let's see here. That's not it. But you can always look at the extra resources, additional practice for extra resources. Let's see. Okay. One of the things that I did want to mention here is the study guide review at the very end here. You can go to that for additional practice here too. They've got some nice examples if you feel like you need more examples. Okay, you could do these examples. They will not be assigned, but you could do those. The answers are going to be in the student handbook, so you can check the student handbook out to get selected answers. So that's just another thing. So just play around with this online textbook. There's lots here to do. If you feel like you're not understanding things, you can go to your online textbook and just play around with it if you have time. But the minimums that I want you to do are look through the examples, okay? Whether you look through them in the online textbook itself, or if you look at them as videos, that's fine. Look through those examples. Look through my notes. Make sure you understand what's important. Try those online daily assignments. They will be Kahoot, Quizzes.com, Google Forms. Okay, those will be your practice, like your daily practice, like our worksheets. Okay, and then when it comes to quiz days, you get to use any of those resources you want and do your best on those. Those will be under Google Forms, and you'll submit those in Google Forms. I'll let you know if you passed, okay? Because that's what we're looking for right now, is making sure you pass. If you don't pass, you will be able to retake those. If you do pass, then we're good, and you won't retake it. So do your best. Please reach out if you're having questions. I will do my best to answer those questions. And please be patient with me too. We will all be patient with each other. Okay, but we can do this together. Miss you guys.